Our next stop, Florida, where the construction industry is moving full force at rebuilding our nation's infrastructure and highways. But even the mightiest earth movers have found a way to, well, reduce their carbon footprint. Let's take a look. Across this country, Build America is now underway as our nation's roads, bridges, buildings, and infrastructure get a much-needed facelift. But transforming raw land into communities requires more than just manpower. It requires machine strength.
You need a good, strong machine. For instance, this piece of pipe back here is just under 2,000 pounds total. We're utilizing large excavators, large loaders, trench boxes, bulldozers for backfilling. You can do just about anything with these machines. Doesn't matter whatever the application is, we can get a machine that's going to facilitate our needs.
But even giant earth-moving equipment, like Caterpillar, still has our Earth's environment in mind. Today's heavy machines are designed with the most up-to-date technology to reduce emissions and carbon footprints, or in this case, track or wheel prints. So Dylan, how sustainable are these beasts?
They're very sustainable. Large machines like this are built to be rebuilt. So what that means is after their first life, we can rebuild them for a second life. This helps conserve natural resources and lowers the overall owning and operating costs of the machines.
As one of the largest distributors of Cat earth-moving equipment in the southeastern United States, Ring Power has become a one-stop supplier for builders of infrastructure, helping consumers get the largest possible return on their investment while remaining true to their roots as stewards of the land.
From the very beginnings as a small shrimp boat manufacturer out of St. Augustine, Florida, the vision was always to support our customers all the way around the world. So worldwide support of sales of the shrimp boats, which included the Cat engines. So today, we are very much the same vision of supporting our customers. Our greatest asset is our employees, which is why we put a lot of time and effort into training our employees to support our customers. Our customers are the ones who actually go out and build the hospitals, build the schools, build the roadways that we use day in and day out. They build America.
For instance, keeping these earth movers well maintained and moving is a big deal. You can't have these beasts just sitting around like this one, because there's simply no time for downtime.
We have 78 pieces of Caterpillar equipment in our fleet currently. We have found the relationship with our local dealer, Ring Power, is phenomenal. The support, the service, all of our equipment is monitored from our fleet manager back at our office to Ring Power at their office. If it's overheating, we get an alert. If it's idling too long, we get an alert. Downtime is your worst enemy.
They all wanted to be higher horsepower, they wanted to be creating more workload, they wanted to be able to be more fuel efficient. All these things require a lot of things in the machines to be cared for in a very different manner than they were back in the 70s or 80s. So in this day and age, oil sampling process, it's just like me and you taking care of ourselves at a doctor. We're checking compartments often for what's happening in them. We're looking at them by telematics all the time to understand if we've got any kind of diagnostic or operational complaints coming in. And all these things feeding to us in a small piece allow us to capture all of the maintenance in just a couple % of the total uptime.
All day real time we're seeing alerts that are either sensors that are going off in the machine that's telling us what it's reading, what's going on. We get oil samples day in and day out. We are monitoring basically the condition of the machine.
They're our little babies. If we don't take care of them, they're gonna have issues. The more we keep it working, the more money we make for them. The more money we make for them, they bring their business back, and that's what we want.
We're taking oil from all the different compartments out of equipment, and from that we can determine where, we can determine contaminants, and we can also look at the additives of the oil. So we're looking at the health of the component and the health of the oil that's in the system.
In fact, today's Cat equipment is designed and manufactured to last not just one lifetime, but multiple life cycles, with second life rebuilds that refurbish the machine to like new standards. And when an earth-moving machine needs a second life boost, Ring Power specialized service shops offer complete machine and component rebuild services.
So a customer owns it for the first 5 to 7 years. You learn a lot about how he uses it in the operation. If you get the opportunity to rebuild it, not only do you save a lot of money, but the enhancements you may make at that point based on how the machine's been being used in this particular operation may exceed his first life opportunity. We've got some customers that have had first, second, thirds, and going on now fourth life opportunities.
The future for rebuilding our infrastructure looks bright, with ever-evolving equipment technology being added each year to machines.
An example is the CAT D7E dozer with an electric drivetrain. CAT estimates, since it first introduced this machine, that it saved over 3 million gallons of diesel fuel worldwide.
That should mean a clear path for these earth movers to build our nation's infrastructure, leaving fewer carbon footprints behind, or in this case, track prints. And now we're moving on to